Okay, hi, it's me again, the Cleopatra. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys right off the bat. I might as well just make podcasts at this point because I really am not good at editing. So I'll try to get better at it in the future, but just don't expect a ton of really fancy editing in the coming few videos. Okay, cool. Now, today we're gonna be covering the Cleopatra Space Strength tier list. Now, this isn't gonna be a cross-verse list like multi-solar system, universal, none of that. This is going to be purely inverse in comparison to each other. This is going to be every character in context of their own verse. So no, oh yeah, can Cleopatra beat Goku? By the way, she probably can. Or can Cleopatra beat Naruto? Da 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 da. Octavian versus Cars, Obito, whatever. No. Without further ado, let's get into the list. So basically we have the fodder tier. These basically means normal unathletic humans or teenagers, and this is Brian and Zaid. They get virtually no real combat feats. The only time they're ever in a fight is when Brian uses a drone to gas one thug, which isn't even a feat, and Zaid gets shot by Octavian and dies instantly, which isn't really a feat either. Yeah, they're really weak. Never put them in a debate, they will just get clapped. Why do you even talk about them? Anyway, now we have the soldier tier. These are above average, generally street to wall level, sometimes small building level with their power. And they can generally beat up normal people pretty easily and are tough to take down. These are your average Xerix, your pre-Hykos, Tequila, Mijos, and Fod Frams. Although Fod might be a little bit higher, but he doesn't really have to be stacked up considering he got no diffed by pre-Hykos Cleopatra. Mijos should be lower probably, but he was able to damage and make Ophios flinch, which is kind of incredible. There's not a lot to say about these guys. They do have light speed attacks though, because ray guns, but Now I have the veteran tier. Basically, these guys can tear through hordes of normal soldiers or Xerix with relative ease, and can generally be. These are generally when characters start getting tough. These ones are when they're in a fight, you should know to watch out for them. In this year we have Professor Ptolemy and Professor Jabal, as they were shown in Book 6, being able to take on several Xerix at the same time, and in a training exercise, Jabal was able to one-shot 8 of them at once, even though he died to a single blast. Which is really sad. He should have gotten a better death. Also in this year we have large Xerix, because they come in different sizes. Admiral Hazelrig, considering he was also able to take on large Xerix. Antony, he shouldn't be higher with his zap things, but I'm just counting that as a Duraneg ability. I don't count that as an outright thing. The baby ice spider that we see fight Cleo on Khadun. Kensu, because he was able to take out a bunch of science Xerix and just regular Xerix on the ship in Book 5. Post-Psychosis Cleo and Ophios. Actually, no, wait. Pre-Psychosis Cleo, Post-Psychosis Aquila, and Kek. Kek should scale to Kenzu, and he was also able to kill Taliban pretty easily. No, wait, Talabath, not Taliban. We're not talking about terrorists here. And Aquila was able to one-shot large Xerix with her arm cannon. And Pre-Psychosis Cleo was able to take out an entire bar full of thugs without any difficulty at all. And even just directly throwing him to large mummies and Xerix, without much effort. Then we have the pretty tough tier. These are the characters that okay, yeah, these are at the high end of the verse. These are the ones that these are the serious ones. Here you have Post-Psychosis Cleo and Ophios. Basically this just means anyone in Book 4. Basically they can low diff anyone in the lower tiers, but aren't strong enough to really bump up the next tier. Now, then we have the demigod tier right above that. This has Yozira, War Art Cleo, and Golden Lion Plasma Aquila. In case you're not familiar, Golden Lion Plasma Aquila was an Aquila that had a chunk of the Golden Lion hooked up to her arm. However, this tier is not comparable at all, considering the top of the tier, War Art Cleo, was way higher than the bottom, which is Aquila. See, after some calculations on Discord, I got Aquila's arm cannon to at least 5 teratons of TNT. However, Cleo's calc for that was 2 zetatons of TNT. I mean, zetafo of TNT. which completely just blows Achilles out of the water. It's not even comparable. She should be in a higher tier, but that just makes things redundant and overcomplicated. Yozairu somewhere in there. She was able to stagger Octavian several times, and she was able to wipe out a small fleet on her own. So, yeah. And then we have the God tier. This is like the top dogs. These are like the top of the verse. These guys will just like take out anyone below them, like without even trying. Here you have the gods like Ra, Anubis, and Thoth specifically, as those are the ones that we get to see the most of, as they scale the creation of the universe. And Ra was also the entire Golden Lion, which makes him stronger than War Cleo, considering he was weakened when he was the Golden Lion. And Octavian is also in this level, as he was just completely overwhelming everyone that wasn't also in this tier, and he was directly powered by Anubis' soul. And then you finally have post-Duat Cleo. This is the Cleo we see at the end of the series, and also the Cleo. Another person I've got here is the Cleo that we see at the epilogue Cleo. So that's basically where those two fall. So yeah, basically the strength hierarchy goes Octavian, Cleo, and the gods. Then you got Ophiuchus, Yozairu, Cleo, War, Cleo, Golden Lion, Aquila, Yozairu, and then below that you got everyone else. Also, like generally down there tends to be more technology. After there tends to be more magic, because yeah, this is a friggin' book about magic. Also, in case you made it this far and you're really confused and you only watch the show, don't bother. Don't watch the show if you're watching these videos. Just read the book. It's so different. I'm pretty sure the show only gets to like building level. Like all the strongest characters in the show would be like below Ophiuchus on this list. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Not really watching so much so as listening to this video. I had a lot of fun typing this out and trying to like think about this. I really want to start making more content more regularly in the future, and I'd love to hear suggestions in the comments. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to help grow the channel. And if you really want to see like some new kind of content on my channel, just let me know. I will happily make it for you. Anyway, I hope see you guys next time. Goodbye. Peace.